It's absurd how much I love Journey Spice. Journey Spice, non-GMO, no salt, no sugar, just all sorts of goodness and smart, environmentally friendly packaging. Pinch the top, take it off. Food tastes better. Comes in singles, 2-packs, and 4-packs. It's Journey Spice. Find them at Amazon.com. Time for Denver's best sports talk with the Altitude Daily.
This is the Altitude Daily Podcast. Everything you can't miss from today on Altitude Sports Radio. Mosher, Lombardi, and Kane.
Him winning that game with stellar play, pulling off a rally, an upset rally on the road, the growth for a young quarterback is amazing. What do you think this does for him confidence-wise moving forward?
Well, I think it elevates his confidence. I think it elevates the confidence of the entire team. You know, when they scored that touchdown to make it, what was it, 17-16, I believe at the time, right?
Yes.
They didn't even hesitate. They put the ball on the left hash, went right into the play, lined up for that 2-point conversion. And again, there aren't many coaches who would make that call. And Sean was supremely confident in going for 2 at that time. And I think that that's infectious to the whole team. And when you win a game like that, man, it just sets up for them right now. Going now to London, you got to just focus in and do what you're supposed to do. But there's no reason that they shouldn't win again now. And all of a sudden, you start stacking the wins. That's where you want to be. But you can't. Like, if you can win in Philadelphia on the road when you're down 14, where can't you win?
When do you start looking ahead at things? Because I'm already allowing myself to do that. I'm already getting a win against the Jets. I've already got the Giants dialed up as a dub. I mean, I'm looking down the schedule here going, hey, man, the Broncos have a real chance to rack up some dubs and like put the middle part of the schedule, away. How often do you look ahead, or do you allow yourself to do that? Do you take it week by week?
I don't mean to sound like a coach, but I'm not looking ahead like that. I'm focusing on today. Like we got a show tonight. I'm not looking ahead like that. Look, here's the deal. Denver's got a team where they're going to be in the mix. And if they continue to improve and get better, they're going to have a chance to make noise in the postseason. That's all you could ask. And like I said, the conference is not as top-heavy as it was. I look at the NFC and I say that's a top-heavier conference right now than the AFC, and I'm not sure when it shifted, but it certainly feels like it did. Like, I could look at Philly, I could look at Detroit, I could look at Green Bay, Tampa Bay, the Rams, Washington, San Francisco. Like, there's a lot of good NFC teams. And you can make an argument on a few of them winning the Super Bowl for sure. It doesn't feel that way quite as much in the AFC today, but let's see how all these weeks play out.
The Altitude Daily, the morning sprint.
How miserable is the most miserable fan base in all of sports?
Super miserable.
Oh my gosh.
They're ridiculously bummed out right now.
I almost just want to invite all of Philadelphia Sports Talk Radio to come and join us this morning and just open up the call. I would love to just open up the lines to all Philadelphia sports fans.
That city's on fire right now. On fire.
Dude.
Especially, what happens if they lose to the Dodgers again tonight and fall down to a 2-0 hole?
Okay, now I'm back. Okay, so now I'm back to wanting the Dodgers to get their... Because it doesn't matter anymore.
Right, not anymore. Now you're good. Now
I just want the negativity of Philly today. And then go beat the brakes off the evil empire because I hate the Dodgers.
Oh, man.
But my word, man, that was the best, most significant Denver Bronco victory in the 5 years that I've lived in this metro area.
Oh,
it's not even close.
Yeah, it's been a decade since they had a win like that.
Oh, fun to watch that fourth quarter.
Yeah, what happened? What happened, Coach? Because I am one of those people who loves to talk to my television and scream at it a lot. And I was saying some bad things about Bo Nix through the first 2 quarters of that game. And I was saying bad things about the Sean Payton offense through 2.5 quarters of that game. So you tell me what happened in that fourth. What happened in the fourth? Because it looked like the Eagles were the better team for a majority of that game. And then all of a sudden the Broncos were like, here we go. Watch this.
Berto, I'll tell you what happened. The Denver Broncos' secret weapon kept him in the game the entire time. And all you needed was just a chance at the end of the game to go get this thing going. 17-3. You knew who kept him in the game the whole time? Their secret weapon? None other than Aussie, the mite, Jeremy Crawshaw.
He was booting.
7 punts. Dude, first off, how bad is that? The Broncos punted it 7 times.
Yeah,
but
listen, Vic Fangio he was whooping Sean Payton's offense.
5
early in
of
that
those
game.
punts are down inside the 20.
Yeah, that's
Some
pretty
of them
sexy.
inside the 10.
That's pretty sexy.
And a 63-yard boot. And guess what, man? You played the field position hidden yardage game. It ended up being you out Philadelphia Eagled the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, that's what it felt like.
It was
right?
death by 10,000 paper cuts for the Eagles. They're usually that team that gives it to you.
Mm-hmm.
And it was awesome.
Yeah, it was great.
And you know what, man? The biggest star of the day, it's Bo Nix.
Yeah.
I never saw Bo Nix in his college career have a game that he won. How long have I been saying that?
Yeah, for a long time.
I've been using the term,
Yeah.
Can Bo Nix be the reason?
The Altitude Daily. Columbus, Hastings, and DMAC.
More confident. I mean, listen, man, it didn't start great, but at this point and having this win, to me, okay, he's where I thought he would be, and I had some doubts, but no, much more confident. It's a remarkable accomplishment.
First of all, Tyler.
Yes, Scott.
Dan asked the question to Darren, the wave runner. You know, how's he feel after a win?
Right. Last week, Bo Nix sucked. The last couple weeks.
2 weeks, it's been, oh, my God, we're in trouble. Oh, my God. You know, we
need a new quarterback. We got to draft someone new. Here we go
Should we get Stidham in the mix instead of being in the mix? You know, to now, he's right where I expect him to be.
I must drive you crazy.
Yeah, well, no.
Just a little.
Yeah,
I mean,
I bet.
You know what? Once you understand, you know, once you understand, you play the game well, it's good.
Oh, I know that you're going to ride the perfect emotional wave of the moment that the fans want to hear. I always know that.
You don't think I need and want Bo to work out? Nobody wants to be in Bo's corner more than your boy here, but he wasn't there in the first 3 weeks. That is the God honest truth. So he's there yesterday, man.
He was there to end. He was not there to start the game.
What would you rather have?
Well, no, I'm saying it again. Ride the wave, and in the fourth quarter, Dan just gave the stats: 9 of 10, 127, 1 touchdown pass, 3 for 3 on their scoring drives. 2 of them were touchdowns. You forgot to add a 2-point conversion.
I'll ride
in
that
there
wave.
that you got to make the play in the right. He was fantastic in the fourth.
Give
quarter.
me my boogie board.
Greatness is fantastic the whole game, and that's when he reaches that next level.
You feeling more? Answer Dan's question. You feeling more or less confident?
I was happy for that fourth quarter.
So you would have to be a flat-out Bo Nix hater to not feel more optimistic after that fourth quarter, right? I am 100% optimistic that this could turn into a catapult moment for Bo Nix, and that would be really, really cool if it happens, and this will be a signature win if that's what happens after it, right? So I'm not ready to call it a signature win just yet. But to answer his but to answer his question very directly, like, am I more optimistic? Yes. What was the exact question? How did you phrase it?
Well, after his performance in full,
all
throughout the game,
more confident?
Are you more optimistic or confident in him moving forward, or are you about the same?
I'm about the same. But I'm optimistic, right?
But you never rode the whole wave all the way down to the bottom.
I never went to see when D-Mac was ready to throw him out with the bathwater. I'm sitting here saying, "Hey, listen, this is normal. Yeah. This is a normal year 2 progression for a quarterback." So I'm about the same as I've always been. I'm very optimistic, but there was 3 quarters of really awful football. Like it wasn't just not good; it was awful football to the degree that, like, if you're being honest with yourself, did any of you think the Broncos had a chance in this game in the fourth quarter? I sure as hell did not. And
no, nobody with a brain would have.
Right. So, no, I'm not more confident that anything's going to be different, but I'm optimistic that this could be a catapult moment.
The Altitude Daily. Kreckman and Lindahl.
Andy, what a wild contrast, and you look at the game that Bo played yesterday. It was same old Bo until it wasn't. He was 1 for 10 for 20 yards on throws of 10 or more yards downfield. That's how he started. He was 4 for 4 for 82 yards on such throws in the fourth quarter and finished the game 24 of 39, 242 yards. His fourth quarter numbers, just absolutely fantastic. 9 of 10 throwing the football in the fourth quarter, and that included some freaking dimes. And most of his best throws were in the direction of Cortland Sutton, who was absolutely outstanding yesterday. Bo Nix found it in the fourth quarter of that game, and I think one of the biggest factors here, Andy, is they stayed with the run game. That Eagles defense looked gassed in the fourth quarter yesterday, and that was because the Broncos had worn them down with the run game, because they went to it early, they committed to it, they stuck to it for 4 quarters, even down 2 scores. They continued to run the football, and that to me is the biggest reason why they won that game.
Yeah, because the running game, like, again, Bo does not have to be the central figure of this offense.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He just doesn't.
Andy, I don't think they can win if he is.
Fair enough. But everyone's got to be involved. But see, again, also, I just think when you look at the fourth quarter, call the game that way. Give him the pace. Get it going a little sooner. Get to the line. Like Sean said there, Sean has got to speed up some of these things. You know what I mean? Because it just feels like if you give Bo time to look the defense over, he just is a different quarterback than when he's trying to frantically get the play out, slapping for the ball, and, trying to figure out what formation you have in here. What are these guys doing? Oh, we got to go. But they played within him. This is going like last year. He had a terrible first month of the season last year, and he was a rookie. We didn't think much of it. But now he's had kind of an all right start to the season, and so, frankly, the whole offense has. I'm not just going to put it on him, but now they get going. It's just weird this October. It may be an October Sean thing, but 2 years in a row, maybe turn it into an October Broncos thing. You know what I mean? Where they just kind of get their feel. I don't know. Maybe he needs to play in the preseason more. Maybe they all need to play in the preseason more. I don't know what's going on. But yesterday, that fourth quarter, that's the offense you need to run. You don't have to be Star Wars, man.
No.
You know what I mean?
Run the ball.
The Eagles certainly aren't Star Wars.
Run the ball and stick with it and let that guide your quarterback to finding a rhythm the way that he did yesterday.
You've been listening to the Altitude Daily. Catch us live weekdays on 92.5 FM, the Altitude Sports Radio app, twitch.tv/AltitudeSR, youtube.com/Altitude Sports Radio, and your favorite smart speaker. Say Altitude Sports Radio.